The island of Sodor is surrounded by a beautiful blue sea. It has fields of green and sandy yellow beaches. There are rivers, streams, and lots of trees where the birds sing. There are windmills and a coal mine, and docks where visitors to the island arrive. The island also has lots and lots of railway lines. Who's that puffing down the track? It's Thomas! Hello, Thomas.
Hello everybody. Welcome to the island of Sodor.
One morning, Duck was ill. His fire wouldn't light, and without its steam, the Great Western engine wasn't going anywhere. The Fat Controller had to find someone else to do his jobs, and so he asked James.
Pah! I'm a mainline engine!
He gloated.
Why not let Thomas or Percy do it?
James, need I remind you that this is my railway and you will do as you are told?
And with that, the Fat Controller walked away. When James arrived at the ballast depot, Mike had already loaded his trucks. Jock sat idle on the line next to him.
Hello,
James said.
I'm James. Who are you?
Good morning.
Jock replied.
My name's Jock, and I run this line.
Oh, you run it, do you? Is that why you're sitting around doing nothing?
Jock was waiting for his fire to stoke, and James had realised this, but he was a very bored engine, and liked teasing others.
I'm going now, actually. Ballast duty.
He snorted and flounced up the line. James watched on, grinning deviously. Jock sauntered down a slope and passed a surprised bird.
Hey, I'm supposed to go first.
Jock strolled past, ignoring him.
Did you say something?
He called, but he was only pretending. Jock felt confident until he reached the loneliest part of the line. By now his fire was well and truly dampened. It wasn't given enough time to stoke, and now he was stuck.
Balderdash!
He groaned. Bert soon found Jock and had to push the large engine and pull his passengers all at the same time. It was safe to say that Bert was not a happy engine. At the sheds that night, the little blue engine was still complaining.
He's like a big bumblebee.
He cursed.
Loud, buzzing, annoying. Not to mention blocking my view.
The other engines laughed, but Jock sat at the end of the shed, quite embarrassed. The next day, Duck was still ill, and so James returned once again. And once again, Jock sat there with his fire stoking. James saw this and couldn't resist.
Lazing about again, are we?
He jeered. This time, Jock remained composed.
No, just waiting for my fire to stoke. I can't be really useful if I'm stranded along the line now, can I?
Just then, Bert rolled up with his trucks of ballast.
Here, shift yourself, young buck. Let me leave my trucks here.
By this time, Jock's fire was properly tended to, and so Jock slinked up the line. After he'd gone, Bert told James all about what happened the day prior. James grinned and said,
If I was you, I'd find a way to get my own back.
Bert thought that this was a wonderful idea, and he left his trucks behind to follow Jock and get some more. Meanwhile, Jock had arrived at the ballast mine. Near the entrance to the mine, is a line that veers off into a mine shaft, with the track ending at the tunnel's mouth. As Jock ran around and collected his trucks, he approached the junction to this line. The points were set against him, and he slowed to a stop. His driver got out to change them, but came back a few minutes later.
Looks like we're stuck here for a while.
He sighed.
We'll have to wait for Bert to arrive before we can leave.
At that moment, Bert did arrive, and upon seeing Jock's funnel poking above the line of trucks ahead, he saw his chance. Not noticing that the points were set the other way, Bert charged forward to give Jock a throw, but slipped, slid, and fell into the mine shaft.
Bust my boiler.
It was night time by the time that the points had been fixed and Bert had been rescued. The small controller had punished both engines for their careless behaviours over the last few days, but they couldn't be mad. Jock spoke first.
I'm sorry for being so arrogant,
He said.
And I'm sorry for trying to trick you.
Bert replied.
Friends?
Friends.
And so the two engines chatted long into the night with grins as broad as their buffer beams.
They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8, shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue, they're the really useful crew, all with different roles to play around Tidmouth sheds or far away. Down the hills and round the bends, Thomas and his friends. Thomas, he's the cheeky one, James is vain but lots of fun. Percy pulls the mail on time, Gordon thunders down the line. Emily really knows her